Guys, it's time to put some real power in the Vigilante. Now, you know I have a method to my madness, right? Beef up certain things and all that to make them ready for the big power. Well, here's the big power. 5690 1250 kV. It's the same kV as the stock motor, but way stronger. Now, in addition to that, I've got a front upper hinge pin holder brace right here to put on the front of this thing. So we can go big. Let's get to the table. These are what hold the top hinge pins in place, and that's replacing those. Much better. And that bolts in right here. Just like that. And in case you're wondering, the front and rear towers and hinge pin areas are the same, so I'm gonna get one for the back too. Take this brace off, take your little fan thing off because that's not gonna be needed anymore. We'll pop this cover open right here, take that out. Motor bolts out, 3 of them. Slide this out like that, and there's your bolt patterns for your big motor. Take them out of your ESC. Oh, would you look at that? So much more beef. Now the stock pinion is up top. That's an 18 tooth, and it's actually a D-bore. So yeah, Redcat's got D-bore pinion gears. The bottom is a 19 tooth. I got this off of Amazon. It will not slide into the mount, so I may have to modify that a little bit, but let's go ahead and put this in place and see if it fits. And the answer to that question is no. I'm gonna have to modify the motor mount to make this pinion gear work. This is a pinion gear off of Amazon, so it's probably not the highest quality of gears, but I'm gonna make a modification to this mount. Okay, the back of the pinion gear is about 16 millimeters and the hole was about 14.5. I opened it up with a little bit of a unit bit and now it should fit. Looking at this motor mount, if your 56 millimeter motor has 4 bolts at 30 millimeter apart, you can actually use all 4. This Hobby Wing doesn't have that bolt pattern, so I'm only using 2. There we go. Now it fits, except for the cover. The motor shaft sticks out too much to allow the cover to go on, so we're gonna have to run without the cover for right now. I'll tell you guys what, 20 tooth might be the maximum you can go because the bottom of the motor mount right here has more adjustment, but the top doesn't. Guess you could take a bolt out and slide it, but to get all 3 bolts in the way it was, 20 tooth might be it. Now, are you ready for this? The 1250 comes with a 6.5 millimeter bullet. It's also sold with this G2 Max 6. Well, that pretty much kind of is a Max 6 down in there, so I'm just simply going to bolt it in, plug it right in, and let's see if the stock ESC can handle it. I have not touched any settings on the ESC. With everything powered up, I do got to show you guys, I did swap to a GT5 just for easy one-handed driving, and everything was backwards. I had to swap a couple motor wires and reverse the steering servo. But here we are. Let's go ahead and give it a little bit of a turnover. And with that said, let's get the tires on it and get it outside. Well, okay. I know some of you guys, look, got to adjust my trim. I know some of you guys are talking about, do the G2 motors work uncensored? Well, here you go. Seems to be just fine. Oh. Now keep in mind, I've not touched this ESC. Oh, I'm wondering if I could pop a tire with this. Oh boy, this thing just picked up a lot of juice. Oh, 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 yeah. Man. Dude, I think this is the perfect motor for this truck. Now granted, the stock one does fine. Stock one does fine, yes. But man, there is something about big block power. Woo! And just think, I haven't even put like an actual G2 ESC or even adjusted this thing yet. It might have a lot more than this. Man. All right, while we're getting over to the track, working on the on-road stuff as well. Got a lot of pipe work to do, but you guys can see a little bit of the layout, like what I'm going for. I know this is an off-road video. I'm just showing you on-road because I'm so proud of my new pad. Anyway, you go around that way, over through there, down through here, through that, around, and then this right here. I kind of want to make this more of a sweeper, so I'm going to take that corner off right there and make that a little bit more rounded. But yeah, I'm I'm looking forward to this on-road stuff, man. I drove the Arlarlo, and it was pretty darn awesome. Okay. I gotta watch out for those. Look at that. Look at that. I'm getting dirt back there too. I think I might hit that today, but not right now. All right. Yeah. Oh, I smacked it. Nice turn right there. I got a little bit of turn right there. Make sure I get that turn over there. These are Gens Ace 8500 milliamp G2 4S batteries, by the way. Yeah. Now I do gotta tell you, I just adjusted my gyro and gain and stuff. I do gotta tell you, it's actually, ESC is doing good. Nice landing right there. Nice flight. Let me move that little ramp out, kind of build myself up to the big ramp. Okay, that medium ramp, I got to do a lot of rebuilding on that. It's taking a lot of beating. When I had it over here, people were landing on it wrong. There we go. How about that? That was probably 15 feet up. See if I can hit it right again. Nice air control. Okay, you can hear the ESC kind of working a little bit on it. Okay, I'm gonna do this in slow-mo, but it's time to hit the big ramp. I really wish I would have had a camera set up back in the distance to show the height of this thing. This went way higher than what I had anticipated. That was massive. Let's go check it out. Uh-oh. That don't sound good. Let's go see what's going on. Huh. Sounds okay, but something's not right. Okay, some of you guys were complaining about the chassis being two pieces, being an issue. That was about 30 feet up, flat landing. That's about the hardest landing you could put on it. And X-Maxes are known for flexing enough to bend the center shaft. Not so much here. The issue is right there. So I did chip a few teeth on the rear ring and pinion. The front is actually fine, so no issues there. But yep, I guess I get to order a ring and pinion, or at least a ring gear. I'll probably order both of them and just put them both in. But that was about 30 feet up. I mean, it actually went a lot higher than what I'd planned for, and it missed the landing. So a little bit much there. And also, if you remember a few runs ago, had a little bit of a weird noise in it. It was that gear down in there just self-adjusting. So no big deal there. You know, guys, I did not plan to send this thing almost 30 feet up. It went way higher than I expected. I guess maybe I was kind of judging it based on the stock motor 18 tooth. This motor here, it doesn't play. That 19 tooth is more than enough. I probably could have zipped it around and caught a backflip easy with this thing, but it actually went so high up. Typically, we're only about 20 feet up, okay? Best I can tell, that was about 27 to 28, possibly even 30 if you count all the way from the ground where it landed. So, and the landing, that was like one of the hardest landings you can have. That's a full flat landing. Typically speaking, when you land at X-Max like that, what happens? The center drive shaft bends, doesn't it? I've done a lot of those. I've bent a lot of them. This one, the two-piece chassis, held up perfectly fine. Zero issues there. Center drive shaft or center shaft is actually perfectly fine. The rear ring and pinion chipped a couple teeth. So now that's not a big deal, but it can take you out. So I've got with Redcat, and I got at least one set coming. I may go and pick up a second set just to have one for the front, just in case. But this gives me the opportunity to get into that rear diff and maybe add a little bit thicker oil on that thing. I might go ahead and thicken up the front while I'm in there. But, you know, this is one of those things that happens. Everything breaks. And that was a really high, hard landing. I mean, it went so high that it went past the landing area. That rarely happens. Usually when it does happen, it's like an e-buggy or something that just goes to the moon. This thing went to the moon, and it landed back on Earth. Anyway, guys, check that description. I still believe this truck is awesome. I really do. Use those links. Hit that subscribe. Ring that bell. We'll get this taken care of because it will actually drive like it is now. Just might be a little bit on the worrisome when you really throttle it up, but it will actually drive. That's kind of a good thing. Guys, check that description. Use those links. Hit that subscribe. Ring that bell. And stay tuned because I'm not done yet when I get the gears. Have a great one. If you're still watching, you are top shelf. You are the cream of the crop, the pick of the litter. You are phenomenal. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. It means a lot to me. Now, down below, there are links for the products you see. Also for channel memberships, if you guys want to be a part. Channel members get early viewing on pretty much everything that I can. So, guys, check that description. There's a lot of info down there. Thank you all for watching.